I've just had a fantastic past few days. It's been extremely interactive, and we've learned a lot of key skills to take back to go to follow the primary stars in schools, and I've learned about the 6Cs, which are really interlinked within our sessions, and we have really covered them, but it's nice to get that theory involved and to understand what, how we've covered them.
Overall, I think it's been a very beneficial course. Lots of new ideas from talking to and meeting other coaches and obviously the tutors as well. Some of the stuff I personally had encountered before, so I've got a bit of a background of some of the stuff from university and from other courses, but some of the stuff I haven't done in detail, so it's good to sort of, now I'm starting to think about using those things in my sessions rather than just sort of subconsciously doing it.
For me, it's been great so far. Meeting other coaches as well from the PL communities has been great, so a networking point of view. From the content of the course, it's always great just to brush up with some of the sort of fundamentals of coaching and sharing ideas, so the collaboration is really, really key, and that's really effective as well.
I think the overall experience is really good. I think to work with loads of different coaches from different experiences and sort of see what session ideas and things they've got was really good. And then for me personally, thinking about how, as a sort of predominantly football coach in the past, how to sort of think about different sports and putting the fundamental movement skills into different sports. So that's been really useful for me, and how the sort of the different topics in terms of invasion games or netball games and how you might put those into a session. So that's been really good.
So I think I really enjoyed the course because sometimes it's always good to come back to do some CPD and refresh on things that you might have stuck to the back of your head or chucked in your shed.
Meeting other coaches, managing to sort of stealing each other's ideas, I thought was a brilliant one, especially on day one where it was literally over to us to do the coaching. You got to see how others worked, all different ideas of games, like some of the games I've seen, because mainly I work with the teen years, but we've been asked to go and do the same programme to the younger ages. So some of them games, what a couple of the groups did, where to use your imagination and really think like a child again, was great for me to see, but how they got them fundamental skills in there as well.
The feedback on our sessions has been really good, and I think it's nice to start with a session that we're doing to sort of see a benchmark, which I haven't done before, so that's a nice approach.
I really like the 6Cs. That's been great for me to sort of think about that when I'm planning sessions, in terms of how is that going to affect the children when I've been doing sessions, so that's been really good too.
It's been really good, very interactive, and I've had a lot of involvement, and we've done a lot of teamwork. It's been very important, worked with all different years and all different types of abilities. Now we can use this to progress again back within our schools.
Big thing is the use of, in the youth physical development model, different stages of development, and particularly within that the use of strength all the way throughout, because it's probably a bit of a taboo subject. It's something that I think people shy away from, particularly in primary schools, and it's going to be useful for us to not only be able to justify that, but also to sort of show the impact and the negatives that you can have if you do or don't do it. So that's something that we're going to use quite a lot in our programs.
Yeah, so from the skills workshop I've learned about FMS, which is fundamental motor skills, and SSS, which is sports specific. So obviously, like during my session plans, I'm going to learn about this and add it into my objectives. I'm not going to make it difficult for the children to understand, but I'll know how I've incorporated that into my sessions, and I think it's been really effective because I don't normally think about your FMS and SSS during the sessions. It just happens naturally, but now I can actually think about the theory behind it and how I can interlink it within the sessions.
Specifically, because I work with PE provision at primary level, EUIFS stage, the fundamental movement skills stuff is really key to that age. So the way we apply that and across Key Stage 1 is going to be a really good takeaway thing for me.
Definitely in terms of how I plan for fundamental movement skills and sport-specific skills, in terms of not just football, when I go into schools and deliver sessions, how that can be a bit more focused.
Really good to identify individuals within your session, and any moment at a time where you don't have to stop the group, maybe intervene and go and give them a quick tap on the shoulder and give them some technical information when working on their SSS. And also when they might be doing a turnaround or a break or a half time, that's a good opportunity for you to go and step in, so you're not wasting their ball rolling time.
I think because there's quite a few. I like the step system, so it's just reiterated that for me, like how that works. So the process of your session, do you have to adapt quickly if you get there and there's not enough team what you planned for, or you get there to one of your disability sessions and you've got a mix of abilities, so it's like make sure they're all engaged. So just that reiteration of how important it is to make sure everyone's engaged in your sessions.
Becky?
Sorry.
So have you got, so how has the course impacted you? Have you got...
So within the skill sessions, we've learned...
On your back locker.
I can't do that.